Hey everybody, just a prelude to Haiku Friday, kind of a little walk through the garden. One of the last poppies that have sprung through the garden. Got lots of beets. Lettuce is doing good, so are the cucumbers and zucchini. Peppers, tons of eggplant. The kale and the collards are really getting eaten by the aphids pretty bad. Got beans, wax beans. We've got some more climbing beans. I think these are purple. And check out these onions. I mean, there's just a ton of onions right now. And more peppers, more basil, and some soybeans. I've got squash growing on the side of the house. Tons of winter squash. Anyway, so that was just a little prelude, a little garden tour. Oh, and we got, of course, zucchini. And what do I like to do with zucchini? I like to kind of shred it up. I got a little peeler deal. I shred it up, mix it with some eggs and some breadcrumbs. Maybe put a little meat and cheese in there and fry it up. So you take something that's really good and healthy and make it really bad and taste good. So I'm going to read today's Haiku Friday. And we've actually got a lot of folks that I don't think have contributed before, and they have, and these are really good. So this one's from my buddy Nate. Nate and I used to fly together on B-52s. And Nate writes, "Thorns are hardening. Blackberry crisp a la mode. My purple is gone." Thank you, Nate. And I've got two from Eve here. My friend Eve lives down in Vinegar Flats. Happy to see her on the 4th of July. This is the first one. Haiku Friday is imminent. Speak the words and share the poetry. Thank you, Eve. Second one from Eve. And she must have been in her garden when she wrote this too. Big bumbles and little hummers. In my garden, they are doppelgangers. Thanks, Eve. Those are beautiful. And here's one from Peter. Peter from down the street. Well, used to live down the street. Anyway, Peter writes, "For each head hair lost, 10 new back hairs grow. The Lord giveth and taketh." So, Peter, you shouldn't be having any of those problems yet. You're too young for that. And wait for the nostril hairs and the ear hairs. Those are a treat too. So I've got two that I wrote, and thank you, Peter. That was a good one. And I've got two that I wrote. This first one occurred to me while doing a little brush fire the other night. On the 4th of July, we had a brush fire come in by Kindle Yards. About an acre burned. It was on very steep embankment that we were working on, and also it was very dark out. So here's what I wrote. Containing the fire, black in front, blackness below, a light in friendship. That's me. And here's my last one. I'm used to the heat. 100 degrees feels good. Is that all you got? So that's kind of nice, because today it's really cooled down and it feels almost chilly out. I think it's just in the 80s right now. But anyway, thank you for tuning into Haiku Friday, and I hope you have a great Haiku Friday. And send in your haikus or whatever, send in poems, send in thoughts. I'll read them. Whatever you got, I will read. Hey, you want to see some bees? Let's look at some bees, because these bees it's a good way to close out Haiku Friday right here. Look at these bees on the lavender. See? They're just going crazy. Just nuts. Of course, I'm not getting any of them in my camera, but just a ton of them. And it's not lavender, actually. It's Russian sage. So thanks again for tuning into Haiku Friday. We'll see you next Friday. Thank you. Bye-bye.